I just want to point out actually that's brand new. Always do. It's very large scale. It's very professionally done. You see up there with the pulley system coming down. This is for Wimbledon. This is sort of celebrating, and the sponsorship of Wimbledon as well. They only ever get the very best artists to do Gucci work. If you come here in a few months' time, there'll be something different. There used to be Naomi Campbell was on here briefly a few months ago. Also Harry Styles became the face of Gucci. They had him up there being interviewed by a mural of James Corden, two insufferable human beings, but they did that on there. They also had Kate Moss as well. But if you look at the style, look at the shading, it's only half done, they haven't finished it yet. This is a super talented artist, really talented indeed. If you look up here, these arrows going into the brewery were put here in 2012, and this was nicknamed Gifts from the Gods. And this was for the London 2012 Olympics, going back to the homage of in the ancient Greek tradition. You would fire up arrows, and when they hit the ground, that's how you would start the race or the event. There used to be a giant a bow on top of this shed here, but they removed it because drunken people kept climbing it. But the only remnants we have are the arrows here. If you follow me over here,
And also the one I said before. No, wait. There were some in the squad. The car. The back of the car.
so I'm in the way again. So there's two last pieces, certainly last but not least. So this big monster, do you see up there on the derelict building? That's by our friend Ronzo, who did the monkey with the knuckle dusters. This was done in 2008, so some of you were just not a mere pair of ties when this was designed a very long time ago. Do you see what the monster's eating?
Crackers.
It's eating it like a cookie. It's a pound coin, like an old pound coin, but it's eating it like it's a cookie. No, you're right. This was done during the credit crunch, the quadruple dip recession, where London and Britain went through this horrific financial recession. And quite funnily, everyone kept saying, what the hell has happened to our economy? And Ronzo went on Twitter and said, I know. This little monster's eaten it all. So this became the unofficial mascot of the credit crunch. I'm convinced this sculpture will be here long after we are gone. It's quite a relic indeed on this derelict building. And this car, any ideas who this is by? This is a Banksy. This is an original Banksy. Yeah. Well, they stopped bothering after a while, because he is not very popular in this part of the world. It was called Ride or Die, and it had a Grim Reaper driving it. The windows got smashed up with sledgehammers, and the Reaper was pulled from it. So then the council put a box over it to protect it. That got smashed up because Banksy is not very popular, and then the government said we're not going to do it anymore. Protect it. It's become like an old relic, and what I love about it, it's not intentional, but mold is starting to grow on it, which I think gives it a completely different sort of style to it, which is pretty cool indeed. Take photographs of this because apparently it might get removed. This is, but they've been saying it for 7 years. It's all interpretation. But yes, I agree. It's called Ride or Die. So it had a Grim Reaper, like death riding it. So it was about the experience of life. Life is a risk and all these things. But the Reaper's gone, so now it's just a pink car.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense, but I'm not allowed to say that. But yeah, absolutely indeed. But yeah, it's a relic from the lost world, which is quite funny. But take photos because I'm hearing that it's being removed. And this is where I want to take a photograph of all of you, so you have a memento of the tour, but also to prove to the management the tour did actually take place. So let's have it up against